Yes. So now, to the students who have not taken up the test, just because of these people, we are waiting. Okay. So as such, all these people enrolled in the course, whoever the students, around 512 students have written the test. So around 50 students have that problem. That means 20 students have not enrolled. It is today, it is 20 students. It was more than 20 before that at the time of exam. It was around 27 or 30 likewise. Okay. So that's why we are not able to make it. So let me ensure if all these people have enrolled, then I will just fix a date and I will announce that. Till then, be patient. Okay. Now let us start our session. So I'm sharing this tense and aspect. Let us complete this topic today. So far we have done with the past tense and present tense. Now we have to deal with future tense. So,
Ma'am,
yeah.
you told
Yes.
that you will be telling the doubts in the class.
Yeah, let me complete this. Let me complete. And after that, I will be giving the summary of all these slides. Okay. Meanwhile, if you have got doubt at any of the slide, you can clear it. And also with the exam point of view also, I will be clearing. Right. Let us complete this because only few slides are here. So we will complete and then we will start our discussion. So simple future. So a state or event that refers to a action in future. It will come in future, simple future tense. Okay. Then the keywords will be will plus verb, shall or will. You can take any shall or will, and most probably people prefer to use will nowadays. Okay, that's why I generally use the most common used terms. So I'm using will only here. So will work for everything, for every first person, second, third person, irrespective of singular and plural. You can see that we can insert directly will and we can just use the verb as such. No changes at all, just insertion. What is given in the bracket, you write the verb as such and please insert will. So here let us move on to the exercise. We dash commute to work. What is the answer?
Will
We will
commute.
commute.
Will commute to the verb is like an steer.
Will commute. The project dash require.
Will require.
Will required.
I
I
dash
will give
will.
my.
I will
Will
I
give
will
my.
give.
I will give.
I will.
He will visit his parents.
He shall.
will visit.
He will visit
Will
or
be.
he shall visit. Both are the same, no problem. Yes. Dr. Kobashi dash.
Will be.
Will be out of the office.
Yes.
Will be.
So
Shall be.
here B has been given as the verb itself. So you have to use will
They
be as
shall
such.
announce the winner.
Yeah.
They
These
will.
are winners.
They announce.
Bob,
They will
Bob
announce.
dash live.
Will
Bob
leave.
dash
Will leave.
will live.
Will live.
Rebecca,
Will come.
Will
Lilith
complete.
and Rebecca
Will complete.
Will
Will
complete.
complete.
Will
I,
not complete. I will. I will call.
I will call you
I will call
tomorrow.
I will call you tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
The dash
They will
expand.
They will expand.
Will expand the airport.
Will expand. So in future, almost you may not have any problem with the future tense because you don't have any problem with any of the aspect in singular or plural. Okay, and irrespective of this first person, second or third person, you can see here you have the common will plus verb as a common key term. Okay, the same you can see here also. For future progressive also the same. So it reflects an ongoing state and refer to an action that will be ongoing and some time or some period of time. That is two difference you have to see. So throughout the night or throughout the day, likewise when we speak on to particular period, no, that will occur. It has an existence of ongoing. I will be studying all night. I will be studying throughout the day. That reflects the whole period of that day, that time, that month, that year, that week, etc. Next is the specific time that you denote for that. So future event occurring at a point in time. So with this particular time you denote, you specify, and then you say for a future action. That may be ongoing. Okay. At approximately 7:30, the sun will be sinking behind the horizon. So that means what? The sun will be no more after 7:30. The moon will be taking its place. So you are giving a point of approximation with the time by 7:30. Okay, so this is timing that denotes specificity, and here the period that denotes any morning or night or any features with the month or year or week, etc. That is one difference that you have to found. And generally it will take with what? Be forms. Will, be, verb plus ing. So that is what I have just given here. The future progressive consists of the auxiliary verbs will and be. There are two auxiliary verbs. One is will, the other one is be, and then you have to take the verb plus ing form. So here will be plus verb plus ing. So you can see in this tabular form, singular and plural, irrespective of first person, second and third person, singular and plural, you can see will be plus verb plus ing. So you are here to see that there is no confusion at all. Whereas in the present tense, you have the problem of identifying singular and plural. Whereas here, you don't have that problem. So it goes with will be plus verb plus ing. Commonly, in general, to all the persons, all the singular and plural. Okay. So coming to exercise, seen does represent us at the meeting.
Will be representing.
Will be
What is the
representing.
answer?
Will be
Will
representing.
be
representing.
They dash
Will be representing.
They will leave.
Living.
Will be leaving.
Living.
Live. They will live. That's 6.
their car.
Will be following.
Car will be following.
Will be following.
Yes. Be dash wait.
Will be waiting.
He will waiting. He will
Be
watching.
dash watch.
He will be watching.
He will be watching.
They
He
dash
will be
produce.
They
producing.
will be producing.
Producing.
The tour company.
Will
Will be providing.
Providing.
It dash no.
It will be snowing.
It will be snowing.
Look for me by the entrance.
I will be
I
I
will
will
dash.
be wearing. I will be wearing.
Will be wearing.
The coffee
The
shop dash open.
Will be opening. Will be
So,
opening.
being it is progressive, ing forms are there. Commonly, you are writing will be. Okay. Now it is future perfect. So now the problem goes with this ed forms. Okay, so here with the regular and irregular, with ing you never have any problem. For whether it is continuous or progressive, with the present for progressive, perfect progressive, or past perfect progressive, or future perfect progressive, you don't have this problem with ing. Whereas in perfect Monday, you have this problem, so be clear with this. Use the future perfect when you want to refer to your future action that may be complete, that will be completed by a specific time in the future, because we are referring to a point of completed action in future. Okay, future action by next week. So future state of event in the year. Future event as such, if you generally say about any situation, then it is again. So what the problem you have to say, what the keyword you have to see is will plus have. There are two auxiliaries, will and have. Then you have to take the past participle that will go for count for the passive form. Okay, so will have completed, will have known, will have sung. So these are all irregular verbs. Complete, completed, completed. Know, knew, known. Sink, sang, sunk. These are all irregular verbs. So when you are writing for this perfect tenses, irrespective of this present, past, and future, please rewind your table. Just refer the 6th standard textbooks of identifying the regular and irregular verbs. Okay, that is the portion of 6th standard students where they identify what are regular verbs and what are irregular verbs. So for regular verbs will be like this: complete, completed, completed. Okay, whereas for known and sunk will be irregular verbs because know, knew, known, sink, sank, sunk. Okay, you know all these things, but for easy reference, if you can browse and see a table for verbs in regular and irregular, it will be very easy for you to understand whether you have to write. There are students who will be thinking whether I have to write new or sank. Okay, you please go to the third form, that is participle form. Now, the extension. The future perfect consists of the modal auxiliary. So, what is the auxiliary here? Will. And what is the next auxiliary? Have. So, auxiliary verb will and the other auxiliary verb have. Okay. And the perfect passive form of the main verb. So, what is the perfect passive here? That is ed form, but ed form will be differentiated by the regular and irregular verbs. Okay, so the perfect passive verb form is used to indicate either the perfect aspect, so it can refer the perfect aspect as well as it will also refer the passive voice. So when you are changing from active to passive voice, you can very easily see it in this perfect form and you can change them. The perfect passive form for regular verb consists of the base form of the verb ed. So ed is the base form, but for irregular verbs, it can change for the past participle as such. So that is what you have to is where the complications arise. So the key term reflects uniformly, common to all. You can see for first person, second and third person, singular as well as plural will have persons irrespective of singular and plural. What is the change here? Verb plus ed. So this is what you have to see. So commonly this future perfect will carry this key formula, will have verb plus ed. Okay, but that ed is the complication term. Again and again, let you all remind to note the irregular forms of that any verb that you come across. Okay, so please be honest. I have given the answer, but just see to the question and answer me. By the time you arrive, most guest,
Will have left.
what is
Will
answer?
have left.
Will have left.
Will have
Will
left.
have left.
And
Left.
what is the form here? Leave, left,
Left.
left. So the third participle will be taken here. And I dash right.
Will
I
have
will have
Will
written.
have
Have
written.
written. Will have
Will have
written.
written.
I will
So
have written.
you have write, wrote, written. You are not taking the general past tense, you are taking the past participle here. I will have written, so not wrote. Okay. By 10 a.m., all the participants dash
Will-
introduced.
Will
Will have
have
introduced.
Introduced.
Will have
So the
introduced.
verbs like this will be an
Introduced.
easier one for you. It just goes with the ed form as such, so it will be easy for you. Otherwise, if irregular verbs like write, it and all comes, no, then you have to think on for a second time and then you have to write. By the time they reach Sydney, they dash fly.
Will have flown.
They will have flow.
Flew or flown?
Flown.
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 Okay. Because in this particular exercise, in this particular example here, I have taken more irregular verbs
Flown.
just to make you aware about the use of irregular verbs. So fly, flew, flown. Okay, we are not taking flew here, we are taking flown, being it is a participle, being it denotes for passive. Okay, We dash eat dinner.
We will
We
have
will
have
have
eaten.
eaten.
We will have eaten. So eat, ate, eaten. Okay. So here the second form, past tense, we are not taking. We are taking past participle. That is have eaten. Will have eaten. For future should go with will, and here auxiliary goes for have, and then the eaten. That is past participle. That will count for passive form. If you perfect forms in the tense, it will be easy for you to change active to passive voice. Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself if you have problem. Okay, because I need to clarify. I have kept you all unmuted. So if you have any problem, please mute yourself. So hope you are clear with this. So these perfect forms are the one which you will be having some problem. Okay. Now, future perfect progressive. So whenever progressive comes refer, it is an ongoing action. Okay. So when you refer to any ongoing action or state or event to a habitual action, that will continue until or through a specific time. So it will have its course. Okay. So that course reflects progressive, continuous. So what are the habitual actions, ongoing events? That and all you have to see. In October, we will have been commuting together for 20 years. So here, by this October, that means what? Even today you are commuting, both of you are commuting, okay, but the problem is it's not a problem. The point is by October, in October we would have been traveling for around 20 years. So that is the point, will have been. So next point, ongoing event. By that time the temperature will have been increasing steadily for 5 years. So here we have been increasing at that particular moment, at that particular time. So now the action has not completed, it is ongoing, and it will be fixed at that proper time, at that proper month, at that proper year. If you state like that, it is future perfect progressive. Ongoing state that will take to rest at that particular moment of what we have referred in the future. Right. So here, this is the extension of the next slide. Future perfect progressive consists of 3 auxiliary verbs. Remind, here you will be having 3 auxiliaries, whereas previously you have only 2 auxiliaries. What are the 3 auxiliary here? Will, have, be, and then verb plus ing. So automatically you can count with this will, have, be, verb plus ing. So this is very important. So we'll have third, what is the third auxiliary? Be. Okay, be plus verb plus ing. Is this clear? This is what you have to note. These are singular, plural, first person, second and third person, uniformly, commonly it has been written, will have been, verb plus ing. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a minute. Yes. So I'm just giving a common, wherever you can see the common key term without a problem of identifying with the singular and plural, I have been just noting here. Will have been, verb plus ing. So in all the 4 future aspects in future tense, you will have a definite formula. So this is what. So no change with singular or plural. Only in present tense and past tense you have the problem with is, was, or, were, etc. Have, has, had, etc. Okay, whereas here in future tenses you have to just go with will. And the next auxiliary, if all second auxiliary comes, it is have only. Okay, and just because of it is future progressive, we are taking the third auxiliary be, and be will be changed as been, have been, and being progressive. That's it. Now let us complete the exercise. In December, we dash live.
We will have
What is
been
that?
living.
We will have been living.
Been living.
We will have been living.
By the time of our next meeting, we dash discuss.
We will have
been
been discussing.
We'll have
We
been
have been discussing.
We will have been discussing.
We will have been discussing.
This plan for 3. Progressive will go for a number of classes over there. It will just combine over there. That's why we can make one action with another action and then say for 3 years, for 10 years, likewise. Okay, we are just giving a specific time. Within that, it has to progress and complete. By the time of the recital, I dash practice.
Will have.
I
We'll
will
have
have
been
been
practicing.
practicing.
Have been practicing and see whenever I give this practice C forms. So we don't confuse yourself to write SI or CE likewise. Okay, so go with CE. When the Mariners meet the Red Sox, they dash play.
They have
Will
been.
have
Will
been.
have been playing.
See, whenever future perfect progressive comes, that will have been should automatically should be in your head. So just write will have been and see the verb and then make it with ing. That's all. Okay. In June, they dash work.
Will have been
They will
working.
have been
In
working.
June, they dash work. Will have been working together for 30 years. See to this one point. For each future perfect progressive, you can see another point of time for 10 years, for 3 years, for a week, for 6 days, for 30 years. That reflects what? Till then it should be progressive. Okay, so that these are the small idea that points that you have to take count. One is you have to think about the key terms will have been, and then while you are fixing this, you have to see whether the next other point, like the sequence of time has been given or not. That you have to see. Okay. So now let us clarify. We will summarize all these slides. Okay. So before that, I summarize. I will just give you a clue on how to identify all these tense and aspect. So before this, you should understand what is tense. 3 tenses. Present, past, future is tense. Aspect is simple, progressive, perfect, progressive is called as aspect. At that relevant times, whether it is simple in the form or it is ongoing or it is completed or it is to be completed on that specific time. Like if you say, then it is aspect. If you just say about only the past and present and future, then it refers to tenses. So generally, when these people say how many tenses are there, it should be tense as 3 and the aspect as 12. Okay, but we always make the intermix of saying 12 tenses. But as such, it is where we are to follow. Okay, so now this has been extended for examples. Okay, so I have just given all this here and given a specific example with a work as an example here. So present works. It should go with subject-verb agreement. Please make sure there is no point here to understand that how work S will come over there. Please understand the point. If the subject is singular, the verb should take plural. If the subject is plural, then the verbs will be singular. Please mute yourself because we are dealing the very important summary here. So this fifth point is equal to this, all these 55 slides. So this, if you are clear with this, you will not have any problem. Okay. So here I already told in present tense and past tense you have the problem with the singular and plural, whereas in future you not. You just see all this here, you will not have any problem with singular and plural. Whereas only here you have the singular and plural form. Okay. So present continuous, you have to see am, is, or. Okay. Being it is all present tense, we are taking is and are as present form. Present perfect, whenever perfect tense comes with the ed form, you have to think only as what? Has and have. Okay. So being it is present, we are taking has for singular and plural for have. Simple past is worked, ed form. Just insert ed for this past tense. That is the middle ed. For example, worked. That ed, no, that middle one. Known, knew, known. You will not taking known. You will be taking knew. Fly, flew, flown. You will not be taking flown. You will be taking flew. I eat, ate, eaten. You are not taking eaten. You are taking ate. Okay. That past tense should be the middle portion, should your form you have to take. Now past continuous. So here the same, what it goes for am, is, or for present will go for was for past. Was or were working. Past perfect, here you have taken has, have, singular, plural. The past tense is had. Irrespective of singular and plural, you will be using had. From here, you will not, from past perfect, you will not be having singular and plural problem. Okay, till only first 5 tenses, only for these first 5 tenses will be having past perfect comes, no, there is no point you have to think for this singular and plural. This is a clue for you where you have to use the singular and plural, where not. That is why I'm just differentiating you. Okay, so for all the simple the present tenses and till past continuous, you will be having singular and plural. Otherwise, after this past perfect, you can just see to one single key term and you can try. So past perfect is had. Simple future now. Simple future, take this singular, what is present here, that present singular form should go with the point, with the auxiliary verb, will work. Future continuous, from here you are using be forms. Till here you will not be using be forms. Future continuous will take be form. Okay, there are 2 auxiliaries from future continuous. Okay, so will be working. Being it is continuous, it is ing. Being progressive, verb plus ing. Future perfect, again 2 auxiliaries, but here you have to see will and have. Okay, will have, and here you have to see the past participle form, not past tense. It is past participle, that is the passive form, ed form, that is what to say, flown, eaten, etc. So we have seen, no, that term you have to think on here, but I am just giving ed form for your quick understanding. Then I have just differentiated this perfect continuous for all these 3 tenses. So perfect continuous will go with the 2 auxiliaries, has or have, being it is singular and plural. Present tense will always have the singular and plural. That is why has or have given. And second auxiliary is be form, that goes for been. Has been working, have been working, according to singular or according to plural form. Past perfect continuous, automatically had can be written, and just you have to insert been. So whenever perfect continuous comes, been should be the middle auxiliary. Okay, so been should come. Is this clear? So perfect continuous will carry been. So only doubt you will be having future continuous. In future continuous, it is just be form, whereas in all this perfect continuous, all the present, past, and future, you will be using been forms. Okay. So had, been plus working. Being it is continuous verb plus ing. So this working verb plus ing will be relevant for all this continuous. Continuous should go with ing form. Future perfect continuous. Future perfect continuous will have. So will, there are three auxiliaries. Please understand, there is for all the other two, present and past and all, we will be having only two auxiliaries. Where for future perfect continuous only, you will be having three auxiliaries. So what are they? Will, have, been. This is the only tense which will carry three auxiliaries. Please remember. These and all what I say, you have to take as a clue. Okay. Will, have, been working. So all these been should come only for perfect continuous. Present perfect, past perfect, future perfect. Being will be inserted according to singular and plural has or have in the present or in the past had, and for future you have to write will have only. Will have been working. Clear? So the same will be repeated in all the slides with more examples. That's it. Now, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Come on. Yes. Clarify your doubts.
No, ma'am, it is clear.
Is this clear right now?
Yes,
So see
ma'am.
to this point, this fifth, whenever you have any problem, count on to this fifth slide, because I have given all the tenses here, and also I have just given all the example. Being work is the most easiest example for you to denote, and I have just made this all this perfect tenses of all present, past, future for your easy understanding. So sometimes if at all, if I insert this present perfect continuous as the fourth one here, you will not able to discriminate what is the problem with present perfect continuous and past perfect continuous. That is why I have made it as in the last three. Okay, so easily you can identify this being should come here. The extension of present is the future. Here have been working, here you have to insert for future will have been working. Otherwise it is easy. Okay. For future continuous alone, you will be using this be form. That also, please understand. This is another important clue. Okay, so only for future continuous, this be form will be used. For all this perfect continuous, be will be used. Okay, and irrespective of this perfect, past, present, and future, you have to use has or have. Okay, here had, here have, and here also have. So this present and future have a sort of similarity. They will take for have mostly. Only in the past you have to take only with had. Okay, so for all this continuous you will be using ing forms, whereas in the perfect only you will be
Do you know
using
what the fuck you are
past
doing here?
participle form. That is very much
You
important.
asshole. Making me
Has
stand
or
like such
have
a body and
ed,
holding
verb plus
something
ed.
that
That
I
is
am here
more
to teach and
important.
not to just stand and hold
So past perfect,
instructions and whatever you are saying. You stupid asshole. Fucking word.
please mute yourself. Mute
Convert,
yourself.
bhai. Mute yourself.
Okay, this is how. So one of the students was asking me in an where it is probably with present perfect or past perfect. I don't know. If you have got some problem with this present perfect, please ask me. Somebody was asking, I don't know his name. See, for example, Pat and Tom dash Bill, present perfect. What is the answer? Let me give a quick quiz. Come on, what is the answer?
Have
Have built.
Have built. Have built.
Have built.
Have built.
So present tense, I'm just giving a test like that. Okay, so easily if you can remember the keywords, that's why. So pattern Tom dash refers.
Have
What
built.
is the answer here? Whenever perfect comes, there should be have or has or had. So being it is present, it should be has or have. Being there are two plural, two nouns, it should go for plural. So what should be the answer? What should be the answer?
I have built.
Have built.
Have Pat and Tom have
built.
built 2 houses this
Built.
summer.
You
Have
recollect?
built. Have built.
So only problem is past participle. You cannot write build as such or build it. Rather, you have to write built.
I have
T
it.
form.
I have it.
Yes. Yes. Then
I have it.
quick. Okay. The dash follow your instructions. What will be the answer? Present perfect progressive. What is the keyword?
We will be following.
We have been following. We have been following.
Has
We
been.
have been for.
Have been.
We have.
We have been following.
Wait.
We have been following.
Very important. Whenever perfect and progressive comes, you can very easily identify it should be been. We have been following because ing form and it is present. So it should be has or have. And what is the point here? Singular or plural? Plural. So you should identify somebody was telling has been following. Please see the subject. So if the subject is in plural, the auxiliary should be in plural. So what is the plural here? Have been following. Is this okay? Are you able to get me? So you have the two options, has been following or have been following. But have been following is right because the subject is in plural. Clear? Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself.
Abhinandan Gaur, please.
Yes. She dash miss class now and then. What should be the answer? What should be the answer? She dash class
She missed.
now and
Missed.
She missed.
then. Simple past. So just insert the verb with ed. That's it.
She misses.
Yes.
Missed.
Jen go to work at 9 a.m.
Went.
What should be the answer for go?
Went.
Okay. They saw an accident while they dashed to work. What should be the answer? Past progressive.
We're going.
Were going.
We're going.
So what is the subject here? They is plural. So it should be what is the tense
We're
here?
going.
Past. So we're
Past.
going. So
Good.
progressive. They're going to work. Yes. He does to expect to see you before you left. What should be the answer?
Had
I
accepted.
had
Expect.
Had accepted.
Had expected. Yeah. Yes, now I could understand. I don't know his name. For him, like I'm telling this answer. The rain dashed to stop, so we went for a walk. So the fellow was thinking on some other answer. What should be the answer here? The rain dashed to stop.
Had stopped.
Had stopped.
Had stopped.
So we went for a walk. See, here I should give a concept here. For past perfect, please understand there are two actions. Okay? One action that occurred before another past action. That means, imagine there is an action occurred at 7 o'clock and then after 8 o'clock. We are talking about two actions. Okay? So what action actually we are referring is to the first action. Okay? So here, I had milk before I go to bed. Okay? I had milk refers what? First thing is I drank milk and then I went for bed. That is the second action. Both are in past perfect. Okay. So when it comes, you should understand we are referring to the first action, not the second action. So when it comes, you have to use had, not was. So what the fellow had a problem is, the rain was stopped, so we went for a walk. It is not like that. The rain had stopped, so we went for a walk. Do you get the difference?
Yes,
Okay, are you
ma'am.
able to get the difference? The rain had stopped. So whenever this perfect comes, please use the models has, have, or had. Okay, so don't confuse yourself for is and was to be inserted with ed form. Okay, so it should be like has or had. The rain had stopped, so we went for a walk. So you see all these examples. There are two simultaneous action. She went to, she asked to see the movie before she went to bed. Before going to bed, what she done? What she has done?
Had seen.
Had
She has
seen.
seen a
Had
movie.
seen.
So what should be the answer? Because it is perfect,
Had
we have
seen.
to insert had. So verb is seen.
Had
So
seen.
had seen. Okay. So please understand, whenever there is perfect, don't confuse with is, was, has, had, etc. Continuous only will be seeing is, was. For perfect, you will be seeing has, have, had. According to the tense, you have to use have or had. Clear? Okay. The next is, yeah. Look for me by the entry. I dash wear a red hat. What should be the answer? Future
I will be
progressive.
wearing.
Will be wearing.
Will be wearing. I
Will
will be
be
wearing.
Will be wearing.
Will be wearing.
So the insertion goes with what? Insertion goes with what? What are the key terms?
Will and will.
Will be. Will be plus
Will be plus
Verb
verb
plus
plus
ing.
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 Okay, so please understand. Yeah. So progressive will be verb plus ing. So when perfect comes, it should go with ed. So again, an example. We have done this, but again, let me see to this. By 10 a.m., all the participants dash themselves.
Will have introduced.
Will have.
Okay, so perfect comes, have only. You are not inserting be or been. Only for this future progressive. Future progressive, I told no. Future progressive only, you will be using this be form. Okay, so this is very much important only for future progressive. Otherwise, here you will be taking only ed forms. Future perfect will take verb plus ed. So, any doubts again, you can raise it. For future perfect progressive, I have told there are three auxiliaries. Will, have, been, plus verb plus ing. Okay. So, when the Mariners meet the Red Sox, they dash play on the road for 6 days already. What should be the answer? Three auxiliaries. What are they?
Will you have
Will
been
have been. Will
Will
have been playing.
Have been playing.
playing?
Okay. So, please understand all these points. So, whenever you have any doubt, you refer to this 4th and 5th slide and then go to the respective tenses where I have given the concepts, what is the event, how it comes. According to that, you have to change. Even after that, if you are not able to understand, you please have your clarity in all my discussion rounds. In the next discussion round, before that, you please go through with all these tenses. Okay. If you have got any doubt, you please ask me, and then we will be clarifying all the doubts in all these 2 chapters, sentence structure as well as this tense and aspect. Okay, the next discussion round I just want to clear all these problems, whatever you have with these two chapters. These are the very prominent, important chapters that a student should know for basic grammar. Okay, so sentence pattern you should understand, and then this tense and aspect you should understand. If you have got any doubt, the next discussion round we will clear this, and then we will proceed with any topic or case study for our discussions. Okay, so this is a general understanding what are the tenses, but more importantly, this is the one you have to see. Clear? Is it okay? So with this, let me complete this session. If you have got
Yes, ma'am.
any doubt, we will proceed in our discussions.
Thank you, ma'am.
Let me stop
Thank you,
the
ma'am.
session right now.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you all. Yes, thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.